Alright guys, as you can see, we're now coming up on day 2. Technically this is still Monday night, but they're getting the car ready for doing all-day testing at La Junta. So I think we actually have some guys from Haltech over here. I haven't met them yet, but I think they're doing something with the Nexus. So how about we go introduce ourselves and let's go see what they're up to. As you guys can see, Paul's in the car. Looks like we've got some guys from Haltech. If you don't mind introducing yourself. Chris, and we've got...
My name's Nick.
Hey Nick, what are you guys doing?
So right now we're playing around with fuel on this thing. So before, the base fuel pressure was pretty high. It was about 75-80 psi.
Okay.
And he was having to hold it pretty much wide up on throttle to get the car to start. So we're trying to pull some fuel out of it and dial this stuff back in, but he's still on pump gas. And he still has 1700cc injectors, so it's just kind of trial and error until we get to where this thing's going to be happy.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are you intervening with, making sure things are shifting, doing what you need to do?
I'm fully capable of hitting buttons and pushing down throttle pedals. I'm certified.
I was about to say, I think you're one of the best at it too.
Yeah. Especially pushing people's buttons, but this works too.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So thank you guys for explaining that, because I know there's so much going on. As you can see, there's guys all the way in the back. There's actually some faces that I haven't met that are around, so it's going to be a busy one, but I'm glad that we have everyone here to help out, because it is going to take a lot to get this thing ready for tomorrow. So let's go see what Cody might be up to. We're going to go into some B-roll, and we'll check it in a little bit.
Save this in case it goes really wrong.
Me.
Cool, good deal.
So wait, what are we doing, Paul?
We're going to fill in where I am lacking.
Okay.
Basically, wherever I go, I'm kind of like a black hole. I'm a bit of a void.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Let me what we're going to do is try and give me some substance.
Okay.
He's being inappropriate with me right now. I just want to go on the record.
Can someone call HR?
Could you get me a teddy bear? I want to show you where he's touching me right now.
Okay. Mitchell is HR.
I was about to say, yeah, over at the office, yeah. Cool. All right, so we'll let's see how this goes, right?
We'll see.
A few moments later.
We're doing a switcheroo because Sean was just right there. What's up? How are you, sir?
Man? Oh, just got here and got to work.
I know, I was about to say, they just put you right to work as soon as you get here.
Yeah, luckily I took a small nap on the airplane and I'm good to go right now.
Yeah, what are you working on?
I'm still doing wiring like I was before, but I'm setting up the turbo shaft speed sensor wire here, so I'm gonna get that wrapped up and put where it needs to go, and she'll be good to go. Sweet.
I was about to say, again, there is a lot that needs to get done, but I mean, when you got a crew like this behind you, you got everyone over here working on body stuff. Paul's working on his seat mold over there. I mean, hopefully things will get done like they need to, and we can have a good, successful day at La Junta tomorrow. But other than that, we're gonna keep on trying to show you guys what's going on at the shop, and then we'll go from there. Hey, no one's gonna know.
Yeah. Beautiful. Look at that.
I made a seat insert. We have the same seat. Cody and I, fortunately, are roughly the same size, though I'm a little shrimpy guy, so I'm a little bit thinner, and he's a little bit more stocky. In the best way possible. He's powerfully built, if you've seen Seinfeld, you know what I mean. But anyway, so I just made an insert, so we got a foam kit, and actually you get 2 trash bags and you put this foam in it, sort of like the expanding foam you get from Home Depot to fill out cracks in your wall. Well, we filled out cracks in the seat and basically just filled up the bolster area, and now I've got a really very compact, really cool seating position in the car. We also shortened the paddles on the wheel. We got a smaller wheel on there, so everything is great. Doesn't pinch the hands. I can turn 180 degrees do everything I need to do. So
Awesome.
great seating position is one of the most critical things to be able to drive any car well. So it's worth spending a lot of time getting that right in any car, even a road car, let alone something like this that can do, over 4 Gs braking and cornering.
Yeah, it's wild. And it's funny because I heard that from you when I listened to Matt Farah's podcast with you.
Oh, there you go. See?
Yeah, see?
I just say the same old things over and over again, no matter where I go.
But it's truthful and it's good information.
It's good information.
So good. Well, I'm glad that it feels good for you.
It feels awesome.
Too bad your arts and crafts is now done, though.
Dang it.
Okay. I think Cody and Paul did everything that they could to kind of deal with the Geartronics stuff. Unfortunately, we don't really have internet out here, so I think he couldn't send something, or he's going to have to send something to me so I can do something with it. But other than that, looks like they're going to be kind of chassis mounting the diffusers or like the floor to kind of really help support everything over here. So when the side pods are on, they'll be able to have a little bit more rigidity. So you can see what they're talking about there. Other than that, got to get that done. Got to get the car completely aligned, completely put back together, the body put back together. So other than that, then tomorrow we get ready for La Junta. So hopefully things will get done quickly so that these guys can try to catch up on some rest before we have a long track day tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. We are back. Cody has been here the entire time. He got the GPS sensor done. He's been working on the floor and the diffuser, getting that ready and prepped so everything can kind of get bolted back up. So, yep, here we go. The beginning of, well, technically we were here last night for Tuesday, so this is a continuation for Tuesday. Getting everything ready for La Junta, and we'll get out there and test. But other than that, let's get back with the car until we leave. Okay, so you guys got a lot of stuff done.
Yeah.
First, it started with trying to get the floor done, right?
Yep. So we had the floor all the way off the car, and that allowed us to put the power steering cooler on. We got the transmission fluid filter and the cooler bolted to the floor too, which allowed us to actually finally put the floor down completely. So we got all the cables that hold the floor together. So that's all done. So now we got the car back on the ground, and we are working on aligning the vehicle. So right now we got to make sure that everything's tight, aligned, getting the camber caster right where it needs to be.
Sweet.
And yeah, it's been a long morning, but
As
we're
it
getting it done.
Yeah, interesting morning. You guys are getting a lot of stuff done.
Yeah.
So got to do what you got to do to get it ready for the track. So thank you, sir, for the update. Okay guys, after a super long busy day for all of these guys back here, trying to make sure that the car is just right for Paul to go out testing, it's finally done. So now we're gonna get it loaded up. It's gonna be a late night at La Junta, but hopefully we can get a couple of hours in, get some really good data, and hopefully we can see this thing rip. So we'll check in back in La Junta.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm in neutral.
So how'd it go? Your words.
I'm a moron.
Why are you a moron?
Because I plugged the dipstick hole with a bolt and silicone, and it didn't hold up so well.
I mean, hey, at least you found out that that was the problem, and it's a fixable problem,
Yeah,
right?
nothing got hurt. We had a little bit of a puff of fire when we first pulled in. I mean, like a poof. And then I was like, we got the extinguisher ready, and then we're like, it was fine. Yeah, oil on the floor. I didn't really put any oil on the track even. So, Paul got what? How many laps?
I think probably about
5 or 6. Yeah. We're working up. What'd I get at Calava?
No, you probably got about 5 or 6.
But this is 5 or 6 with a body, so it's an evolution.
Yeah, and I think he might have been going a little bit faster on some sections.
Yeah, that was 120, 130. Yeah, probably 120. So.
You said you got yours up to 80.
I don't even know. It could have been 100.
Yeah.
I mean, it felt fast, but. So, yeah, he set the suspension. So we're working with the F1s on recommendations for suspension, springs, all that stuff. With their F1 background, they like things really stiff, and with our background, we like it soft.
Yeah, well,
So-
and the course, right?
And the course
Pikes Peak is
yeah.
not Le Mans or Spa, so.
But no, I was trying to get what?
Where does this ball should go?
I just put it in your pocket. We just got to get it good enough to get it back. It's coming right back apart. But the stiffness is okay as long as the car can absorb it, like shocks, all that.
Well, and as the faster you go,
Yes.
the more that aero downforce changes the compliance, right?
Yeah,
So you
so
have to be in that window.
Now all of a sudden
Yep.
it's not just the stiff spring, it's soft because you have so much more weight on it. So
Mm-hmm.
so we're gonna get back and fix that, drop the floor, change that. Our cables, they all work loose, so we gotta Loctite those. I might have to give a tutorial. I think when they were tightening them, they wound them up. They didn't hold when they were tightening.
Yeah, so they're self-loosening. Yeah, I could see
I
that.
pretty much guarantee that's what happened. So
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna put the brakes were soft, and they were always soft for me, and I hope it's.
Yeah, I think.
I hope it's air. I'll just say that because I don't want to talk badly of anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, those rotors and pads are how many years old now? 5 years old?
7 years old. The rears have been on massive fire from the previous.
Yeah.
Not my car. So yeah, we got fresh pads and rotors from RPS Carbon. So we're gonna put those on. Clean up the oil mess. It wasn't a failure for the first test. Paul got a feel
I think
for
it was
it.
pretty successful given what we've gone through in La Junta in previous years, right? I mean, this is the most successful La Junta test. Not that it was completely successful, but it was pretty good.
Yeah. And then first time the car's been driving with body on it. So.
Yeah, it was super cool to see it actually come down. Super
Down
cool.
that front straight. I always love the car when it comes down the front straight like that.
This thing looks ridiculous. Did you get any good zoom ins, Mitch?
Yeah, I believe I did. It's gonna be probably close, but I want to see Nate's photos of it though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So cool.
So, I might be able to catch a couple hours of Z's.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I
Just
think you
pulling
need
stuff
to.
apart.
We'll have to figure out who's working on what when we get back to the shop.
I turned into a grumpy pants and started throwing body parts, and then I
Yeah,
was like,
you
okay,
did.
I'll leave.
I had to give him a shoulder massage, but.
Hey, I was proud of you though, because you got mad for like 30 seconds and then you just walked out.
Yeah. Normally I throw wrenches through walls.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Well,
Well, there's a hole or so, right?
That's my drywall. I'll treat my drywall how I
There
want.
you go.
Not Cole's shop. Yeah, so most of what's gonna happen, the other people can handle if they want. I only need a couple hours and I'll be all right. So
cool. All right, well, thank you guys. I'm glad that you guys figured out the issue, and you know, like I said, this is my first time kind of being with you guys for a testing. You know, it's something like this, and it's a wild experience. So.
It is, yeah.
that's
sure.
something.
So cool. All right, that's gonna do it for day 2. Finally done with day 2. It's gonna be probably about a 2-hour drive back. That puts us, what time is it? Puts us at 9:30, so that means I've got to try to get a video out in 2 hours so I can try to get an hour and a half's worth of sleep so we can be up at the mountain and leave by 2. Yeah, peak week, that's what I'm gonna say, peak week. So, all right, stay tuned for tomorrow, and yeah, let's see how let's see how everything goes. We do the, the upper section actually. So this is gonna be our only time we can run this. So we really need to make sure that we get things dialed down for Sunday. So other than that, stay tuned. Thank you guys for always supporting. We've got bombarded with messages about the first video, so it's super cool. People are excited to see this series. So again, day 2 in the wraps, on to day 3, and we'll see you tomorrow.